Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Returning to Myself, how God led me to the woman that I've lost. Say that one more time. Returning to myself, how God led me to the woman that I lost. Yes, we're gonna talk about this. So this is my first episode. I have been talking about what? Permission. I've been posting about permission because in order for me to return myself, I had to give myself permission. I had to give myself permission. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So, I just want to say thank you to each and everyone who is taking the time out to watch my video, comment. Just thank you for coming on this video journey. So, the discussion starting with permission, and it says you cannot pour into yourself until you believe you're allowed to. Many women give endlessly but struggle to receive. This episode helps you to understand that self care is not selfish, it is stewardship. God never asked you to abandon yourself to serve others. So, what I didn't know is I did not understand or I did not know how I needed permission to care for myself. Secondly, I didn't know neglecting myself was a form of self abandonment. What am I doing differently, y'all? I will give myself the same compassion I give others. And then, secondly, I will stop apologizing for needing rest. How many times have we apologized or answer the phone if we're resting and someone calls us? Oh, sorry, I didn't answer the phone. So what we need to do, we need to stop apologizing for needing rest. Five talking points that we're going to talk about permission. You cannot pour from an empty spirit. And next, self-care is obedience, not in, not indulgence. I'm going to say that one more time. Self care is obedience and not indulgence. Next, God values your well being. Say it one more time. God values your well being. And next, you deserve rest, nourishment, and gentleness. And last, permission is the first step toward healing. Now, from that, I want to say three takeaways that I've learned about giving myself permission. First, I know that I am worthy of care. I know that I'm worthy of care. Another thing is, I cannot sustain others while neglecting myself. I can't be available to others effectively or efficiently if I neglect myself. And another thing is, God called you to steward your body, your mind, and your spirit. Okay? In scriptures, like, okay, Karen, what are the scriptures? Scripture is Matthew 12 and 31. Love your neighbor as yourself. How can you love your neighbors and not love yourself? So the Bible said, the scripture says, Mark 20 12 and 31, love your neighbors as yourself. And the faith lesson is God never, I'm going to repeat, God never intended for you to love others more than you love yourself. I'm going to say that one more time. God never intended for you to love others more than you love yourself. And a self care tip, Say no to one thing this week without guilt. I'm going to say that one more time. I need you to say no to one thing this week without guilt. And our affirmation is I am worthy of the same care I give others. One more time. I am worthy of the same care that I give others. And our call to action, or CTA, is share one area where you need to give yourself permission. Say that one more time. Share one area where you need to give yourself permission. And that one area is I needed to give myself celebrate. I needed to celebrate, give myself to celebrate myself. I will always celebrate everyone else, but when it came to me, celebrating me, I shrunk down. I was like, ooh, people gonna think I'm prideful. You give yourself permission to celebrate yourself. I had to do that. And I'm celebrating. I just thank God, man, how I am. I did. I lost myself. I'm returning to myself. Yes, I'm returning to myself. I'm going to tell you, I was like, man, I need to return to myself. And by that, me and God was having a conversation. I was like, Lord, help me return to myself. So this whole episode, this whole video journey is me returning to myself. Why? Because God was like, and how God, he was like, come back to yourself, daughter. Come back to yourself. I need you to be so effective. I understand that you are so selfless. And you were so selfless to be until you became selfless to yourself. And so I'm just sharing this journey of how God led me to the woman that I've lost. Before all the trauma, before all the pouring into others and having a empty cup and not saying no, not giving myself permission to live my life as God intended to. So, with that being said, y'all have an awesome blossom day, and I will talk to y'all later. So, alrighty. So, stay tuned. There's more to come about permission. I just wanted to give a little behind the scenes with about permission. So with that being said, talk to y'all later. And remember, there is beauty in the breakthrough. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.